And I guess I agree with to an extent that if you're trying to convey a message, you want to make the journey of that message as short as possible from the page into someone's mind. And, deploying shorter words, more to the point, would enable that. However, talked about being exact, where does enjoyment come into it? So I've just finished a novel by John Buchan, who was sort of late Victorian, sort of early Edwardian, and he uses very maximalist writing, as so many of the Victorians do. And it's just a pleasure to read. And whilst the story itself was enjoyable, I also enjoyed just the process of reading it. And, we alluded to Ruskin. Ruskin's quite pretentious in his writing as well. But, if I were to take a paragraph from Ruskin and put it in Grammarly, reds and blues would come up all the time. And I think, are we missing something here? By going on this minimalist avenue instead of enjoying the writing and the use of language.
That's an amazing point. And writing is so full of paradoxes and contradictions. And I think that's why I find it so intriguing. You're right. It's about personal style. And if everyone were to write in the way that you're taught to write on a creative writing course, things would be sort of homogenous and boring. So, I think the best creative writing teachers find your style and help you develop that personal style. So talking about the sort of exactness, never using a long word when a short word will do. Let's interpret that in a relative sense. If we're talking about Ruskin, for him, the shorter word wouldn't do. It didn't express this style, this theme that he wanted to put across. So that still applies. With Italo Calvino's exactitude, for Ruskin, that was the exact word to convey the theme and idea that he wanted to put across. So yeah, as I say, writing is full of paradoxes and contradictions, but I think maybe if there's one rule to sort of apply to everything, it's be interesting. And Ruskin's certainly interesting.
I guess so, to counter my own point, and maybe perhaps to agree more with your on an exact in words, Churchill's blood, toil, tears, and sweat would probably be something like laceration, expiration, derivation, and perspiration. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
You're right. Yeah.